A confidential government report obtained by CBC News may make some Canadian taxpayers feel a bit green. It shows that federal public servants call in sick far more often than other workers at a huge cost to you. What the report doesn't reveal is why, but many Canadians say they have an idea. The CBC's Greg Weston has been digging through the report. Greg.
Peter, the confidential report shows that on average, federal workers are on sick leave far more than their private sector counterparts, at a cost of over $1 billion to Canadian taxpayers. And experts say we haven't seen the worst of it yet.
Who can be surprised by these numbers? Of course. And they're going to get worse, because we know that, in fact, downsizing, restructuring, re-engineering, losing jobs is incredibly hard on people. It's hard on their psyche. It's hard on their mental health.
Linda Duxbury is one of the country's foremost experts on workplace absenteeism. She says the report's findings are a sign that something is seriously ailing in the public service. Most public servants get 15 days a year of paid sick leave. The report shows on average they call in sick 12 days a year. Absenteeism from long-term disability works out to another 6 days per year per employee, for a total of 18 days.
I think people are taking advantage of the fact that we have a day of month. I mean, stress is debilitating to a certain degree, and people are taking advantage of it.
The rates of absenteeism in the federal public service are more than double those in private industry and far higher than in the rest of the public sector. On an average workday, more federal workers are off sick than there are employees at Ford Canada and General Motors combined. The head of the Canadian Taxpayers Federation believes some people are abusing the system.
The government's got to start treating this money like its own money. They've got to insist that if people are healthy, they come to work, and if people say they're sick, they have to make sure they're sick.
Thomas fumes over the fact public servants can bank unused sick leave. In total, that's about $5 billion of additional time off.
It's outrageous.
The report data was collected before the government announced it was cutting another 19,000 jobs. The public service unions say absenteeism is only going to get worse.
There's a bit of a roller coaster going on in the public service. You got a job, you don't have a job, you don't have you can imagine the uncertainty, especially when you have everyday life, mortgages to pay, your kids at the dentist, all of these things.
But I think you've also probably got some people who go, they don't care about me. A real decline in engagement, a real decline in willingness to go the extra mile. Hey, it's a nice day, they don't care about me, why should I put myself out for them?
This report was supposed to be a blueprint to overhaul sick leave and disability programs across the federal public service. But Peter, a year after its completion, there is still no evidence the government has made any changes at all.
All right, Greg, thanks very much. Greg Weston in Ottawa tonight. Well, you might be wondering where Greg and the rest of us here at the CBC, a Crown Corporation, fall in terms of sick days. Employees here have no allotted number of available sick days and no unused days that can be carried over. After 3 consecutive days off sick, an employee can be asked to provide a doctor's note. After calling in sick 9 times in a 12-month period, a CBC employee can be asked to produce medical certification.